is studying the eyes of the man handling the ball. Travis Best sees that Chris Giles has lost the ball. He just pounces and is ready to go. Travis Best cannot believe that they didn't call the jump ball. They gave him the timeout. Reggie Miller back in, plagued by the 2 fouls early.
Only 6 minutes so far in the game. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Tom, during that entire timeout, Latrell Sprewell tried to catch his breath. He's got the ball right now. He throws it in. But he got hit by an elbow by Jalen Rose, and he spent the entire timeout gasping for air. His side is okay, and he will stay in the game. Just the wind knocked out of him. Tom?
All right, Antonio Davis just grabs his 4th rebound.
And that was a rebound, Tom. High above the rim. Van Gundy, he wanted goaltending.
The Indiana bench has outscored the New York bench 15-7. Rose misses that one. Ewing has it. Again, Larry Bird said, which second unit outplays the other is the key. Sprewell with a top shot driving to the rim.
But how about Larry Johnson tightening that belt as he screens out, Jalen Rose, who argued vociferously with the referees.
We're going to get you one of those special belts before this series is over.
I'll pass.
Travis Best.
You know, Best has been a bust so far in the playoffs because he's been trying to set other people up. He's a better player when he tries to score the ball. And let's see if that jumper gets him started and it becomes a thorn in the side for the Knicks. Into Camby.
Camby's turnaround. Tapped in. Marcus Camby staying after it, has 5 points.
Camby's quickness has left the Pacer big man rooted to the floor.
Perkins. Camby fell down. So Perkins lumbers on the baseline and
Well, the best thing about that is there was no play. When a guy falls down, there's no sense in running a play, and Sam Perkins made him pay, but their benches come in and change the difference of the game. Johnson for 3.
LJ knocks down the 3. He has 7 New York points.
Larry Johnson has become a much better and improved three-point shooter. Not really part of his game, really, until this playoff run.
32% three-point shooter during the playoffs.
Luke. You see Camby go to the ground, and immediately Perkins recognizes this is a guy that's in defensive jeopardy and makes him pay.
And Larry Johnson moving adroitly off the penetration of Giles when he hits that 3.
Now, we brought this back for 2 reasons.
Retreat.
So you could see the LJ and the special belt.
Well, Larry Bird made a big point of telling his guys, look, just knock off all the shimmy shakes and the dancing. I've asked him to go over there and speak to Larry Johnson about the same idea.
Sprewell. Miller takes the rebound.
Sprewell has not made a jumper in a half-court set. All of his scoring is coming in the open court. So the Indiana Pacers have done a terrific job of shutting his offense down.
Sprewell 1 of 6 in the quarter. Antonio Davis. Ewing between Pacers grabs the rebound.
The Pacers were completely out of any sort of predictable offensive rhythm here. They need to get Mark Jackson on track in the paint.
Johnson triple teamed and fouled. Miller was there. It would be his 3rd if it's called on him. Let's see. There were 3 of them around him.
I think it's on Jalen Rose, but what Larry Johnson always does is start in, turn back, spin back the other way, and then come back into the defender and gets a foul. Jalen Rose trying to bail out of the way, smiling, saying, you know, can't take too many calls like that.
His 2nd, as you see. Tonight on Dateline, Bill Murray takes you back to his Caddyshack roots as he plays a round of golf with Jane Pauley. Dateline NBC tonight at 8, 7 Central.
Larry Johnson, the vocal leader of this Knicks squad. Van Gundy constantly singing his praises, and particularly the fact that Larry has changed his game so much over the years to adapt to the changing personnel around him here on this Knicks squad.
New York by 3. Bench production by the Indiana Pacers. Sam Perkins said he was running on fumes. He looked like he had vapor lock that last time he drove the baseline. Schmidt bangs with Ewing. Puts it up. Foul by Patrick. For Ewing, number 2.
Same call against Ewing that he got earlier as Smith comes in, and you'll watch Ewing push him in the back. And this is where he's getting his problem. It's the push. He's not moving his feet. Both guys bad feet, so this is a neutralizing matchup.
Well, while Patrick Ewing has been playing with the Achilles tendonitis, Rick Smith is playing with an avulsion fracture of his big toe. He has to wear the special plastic orthopedic device that is woven into his shoelaces and to the front of his shoe.
And let's go to Jim Gray.
Thanks, Tom. I spoke to Rick Smits before the game about his big left toe. He's wearing that protective gear like the umpires and the baseball players do. He said his toe doesn't bother him when he's not playing. It only bothers him during the game, and it's very difficult for him to go in and then sit down and then come back into the ball game. So we'll watch that as the game goes on. Tom?
Somebody stomps on it pretty hard. I bet it'll hurt, protects it or not.
I'm sure that's why it bothers him here.
I'm surprised the Knicks haven't started doing that. Nice three-pointer. Good sign for Chris Giles, whose three-pointers have really fallen off.
Reggie Miller, first shot since he returned, and he takes up right where he left off. He's only missed 1 shot today. He has 8 points.
Regardless of what happens, though, this has to be a great sign for New York in the first half to stay this close and really to control the flow and the tempo of the game.
When it comes down to it, it's Allen Houston and Reggie Miller making jump shots. Houston.
Nice shot, fall away. Allen Houston over Reggie Miller, who doesn't want to commit that 3rd foul. Smart to go to Houston on Miller.
Absolutely.
Here's Smits, doesn't have a field goal yet. Rose wide open. Johnson, good position, blocking Dale Davis off the boards. Here's Allen Houston. Back to Johnson. He laid it in. Pretty pass from Houston to LJ. Larry Johnson, 11 points, and New York's up by 5.
It's been the defensive energy making some mistakes and then quickly going the other end that's given them an advantage. Miller.
Had a toe on the line. It's a 2, but still, he's in double figures. And he cuts the lead to 3. He's hit 4 of his 5 shots in the game. Timeout, New York Knicks. It comes with 1:35 left in the 2nd quarter.
Reggie moving both directions, coming out from underneath the hoop, hitting the one jumper inside. But it's been the New York Knicks who up and down the court have just out-hustled, outworked the Indiana Pacers with Larry Johnson, the nice finish.
Well, and when they get in trouble, they always come back to Reggie Miller, and he seals the deal.
Knicks by 3, the NBA on NBC.